My stuff always got messed up. I know my phone bill's due tomorrow, but like, dang, you gotta do me like this. People are so damn quick to like stalk, yo. That's just wild to me how people will just blatantly stalk people off the internet nowadays. That lady just coming and finding me from the bank, that was unnecessary as hell. And unprofessional. I wonder how corporate would feel about her rolling up on me on her day off or when she's getting off of work. I mean, I was just bicycling. We've been 15 miles today, almost 15 miles, right? See that, right? I'm bicycling through town. Hold on, you're dirty. I'm bicycling through town. I'm sitting on a church stoop. I just got done praying to the Lord, eating my sandwich. And all of a sudden, I see this lady pull up in a Nissan Titan, and she's trying to wave me over. And I'm like, what is going on? I didn't even know what was going on. And I said, no, I don't know you. And then she rolls up trying to have a conversation about Truist Bank. Remember Truist? And I'm like, girl, I ain't got nothing to say to you. Like, I don't care. I don't care. You're trying to, like, mansplain right now, and I have nothing to say to anyone that works in that fucking branch. They're all complicit. I am trying to be a woman of Christ. But if you haven't noticed, the devil really wants my soul. He wants my future. He does. You see how he just comes and interjects himself into my life? That's Satan. People really be out here playing stupid ass games with me. And I'm already a triple felon. I've already stabbed people. Like, at what point do they leave you alone? Do you have to go full Ted Kaczynski on their asses? I just want to be fucking left alone. All of that was unnecessary. I didn't deserve any of that. And you know, I was thinking maybe I need to file my own damn report because she rolled up on me. Some lady from the bank, some lady from the bank, to my last live. She rolled up on me, wanting me to retract something I said on the girl. You don't know who you're dealing with. I have the right to talk whatever I want. Whatever I want to fucking say, I can say. A lot of people don't realize that they have the right to talk about what's been done to them. If somebody's done something to you, you have every right to say something about it. Specifically, if it's a financial institution, we all prefer that you tell us what they did to you, so that we don't go have it done to us. You know, we're supposed to look out for each other out here. This shenanigans that goes on around me is unnecessary, and I don't deserve any of it. I would never play with somebody's bank account, even if I don't like what they say online. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Hello, how are you doing today? Let's see what I deal with over here. See how crazy people are. I be telling y'all jealousy is a killer, and then I be right. Aggressive to the staff is you think I did? Because you know it's funny that I recorded the whole incident. I was actually beyond nine when I went in there and made my last deposit, and I actually have a video of me making my last deposit right before them bitches closed my account. So it's so funny that you come here to run your mouth about something that you know nothing about, and that's why you just got blocked, and that's why a lot of people get blocked because you have no skin in the game, and you come around here thinking that you know something when you know nothing. It's exhausting. Bye. Nice try. I record everything for a damn reason because of bitches like that. I've already been accused of crimes I did not commit twice. Been accused of crimes that I did not commit twice. This is my job. Thank you.
You know, this is why I record everything. My last interaction in the bank, I actually recorded. I went in and I made a $40 deposit with Nikki. Yeah, the girl that just rolled up on me. Yeah. And then a week later, I received a letter that said my bank account was closed and all of that money was missing, and I've never seen that money again. And when I asked her about that money, she said she knew the money was missing. She said she knew the money was missing. She said she knew that they were playing games with my bank account. You want me to stop saying your name, so you want something from me. And I need proof that I had money in that account. You're saying that you had nothing to do with it. Then why not bring me some proof of that? Whoever closed the account would have had to sign off on that account being closed. There would be a record of that. You want me to stop saying your name because you're more embarrassed about the potential of you publicly being complicit and messing with some homeless girl's account. You care more about how it looks than what actually happened, instead of reconciling and trying to fix what you did. Jesus don't like ugly, Nikki. You want to run up on me and stalk me off the internet when I'm out for my daily cycle, trying to talk about something while I'm on live. Want me to stop saying your name? You gonna sue me because I said you were fat. How about I sue you and your bank manager and everybody else in the damn building? There's 4 of y'all, 5 of y'all. Because everything's recorded, okay? And I've already been over to Kernersville. Yeah, they told me that you guys had me barred from the bank because I recorded myself. I have to record myself because you bitches are petty and y'all are dangerous to the fucking public. Y'all are out here toying with people's bank accounts because you're fat bitches and you feel some type of way about being called fat instead of fixing the fucking problem. You know, that was the first thing you said when you pulled up. You called me fat. I'm gonna sue you for slander. You're gonna get laughed at. A judge can take a look at you from 5 miles away, Nikki, and he's gonna laugh and he's gonna be like, well, you are, girl. You know, you want me to stop saying your name, and I need some proof that I had money in that account because all you bitches stole it. You should have pulled up with paperwork. You should have pulled up with paperwork. Or maybe, and I'm sorry, maybe, you know, Brooke, you're right. What they were doing with your account was petty. You know, if you would have pulled up and said, you know what, Brooke, yeah, they were playing with your debit card the first 3 times you ordered a debit card after setting up the account. But no, you pull up talking about yourself. You bitches have put me into a financial situation. I had bills to be drafted out of that account that you guys have now fucked up because you closed the fucking account. So now I owe money to a gym. I had to completely reset my online drive for my phone, my phones, which caused a huge shenanigans. It caused a mess because it was supposed to be, drafted out of there. From the moment I walked in that building, those bitches were playing with me. I set up that account. I had to order 2 debit cards that never came. And I was already homeless, you know what I mean? And broke, okay? Barely being able to make ends meet. Struggling to feed myself. And I walk in there and I open an account at Truist. I talk to the bank branch manager. And I met 2 or 3 of the workers the day that I opened the account. They ordered me a card. They said that nobody cares. Truist. Yeah. So I set up an account and I told the bank manager that I filmed my life, okay? That I was homeless, that I was living out of a car. that I was struggling. And then I needed the account so that I could have a gym membership, so that I could shower while living out of a car. It's my lifeline, right? Okay? Let me plug you up before you die. Set up the account. They tell me that it'll be 3 to 10 business days till I get a debit card. Never got a debit card. 2-3 weeks pass by. I go back in there and I'm like, hey, I never received my debit card. They're like, oh, we can order you another one. So they order me another one. Never received that debit card. 2-3 weeks go by again. At this point, I knew that these bitches were playing a game. How did I know? Because it happens all the time. I deal with these types of people all the time. When you can see through people, they come for you. They come for you. Okay, so debit card never comes. I walk in there. At this point, it had been over 4 weeks since I opened the account, and I still did not have access to the money. You with me? Never received a debit card. I'm trying to set you up. I'm sorry. So then I walk in there, and she says, oh, well, we can order you another one. At this point, it would have been like 6-7 weeks since I opened the account, and I would have still not had a debit card because they were playing a game. By the 3rd time, I was done. And I said, close the account. So the redhead that the lady was talking about that went on maternity leave, she got pissed. She jerked that shit. Now, there's a video recording of this. I filmed myself while I was in the bank with the sound off. Every time I went in that bank, I filmed myself with the sound off because I knew those bitches were crazy from the moment that I laid eyes on them. Mainly because of the way that they would look me up and down. Anyways, never got the debit card, closed the account. The lady that was working behind the counter, the redhead, was pissed. She was like snatching paperwork. And I even posted my clip, a clip of it, being professional in that moment. I said, well, I've been waiting almost 6 weeks for a debit card. I'm going to need to go ahead and close this account and get my money back. The next day, I went to Kernersville and dealt with the same bank, but a different branch. And when you know it, I walked into that branch in Kernersville, and within 3 days, I had my new debit card. How come the bank 40 minutes away could get me a debit card in 3 days, but the bank here in my hometown couldn't seem to get me a damn debit card for almost 5 damn weeks? And then I would have had to wait an additional 2 weeks on the damn card that never would have came because those bitches were playing a game. Y'all don't understand. I know it sounds crazy. You want to hear something even fucking crazier? So I set up a new account in Kernersville, right? Talk to Mr. A. He gets my account set up. I get a debit card in 3 days. I go back to Florida. That's when I started paying my cell phone direct deposit. They would draft it out, right? Then Kernersville, North Carolina. Then I set up a gym membership, and I had to come back here. Well, then my truck got repossessed. Oh, right before my truck got repossessed, I walked into that bank, and that's when I dealt with that Nikki girl, and I did a deposit. It was like $40, $50, and I needed to do that so that it would cover my gym membership in Florida, right? Didn't think nothing about it. I ain't even looked at that account. I go to sign into that account, and I can't get in, and I was like, that's weird. I'll handle it tomorrow. The following day, I checked my P.O. box, and sure enough, there's a letter that says, Truist Bank has closed your account for unforeseen reasons. You know, we've closed this account, and any money that was in the account should be sent to you, blah, 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 in a check. Never received a fucking check. That money's been missing since they closed the account 2 weeks ago when I got the letter. And so then, it gets crazier. Account's closed. I can't even get into my banking app to take screenshots of the money that was in the account. The bitches have got me locked out. It gets worse. So then, Monday, I didn't tell y'all this. Then Monday, I decide to go to Kernersville. I think that was Monday. It was either Monday or Friday. I think it was Monday. Anyways, I had to go to town. I had shit to do. Get over to the bank. I sat down with the bank manager, Mr. A, who had set up my account and got me that debit card in 3 days. And now let me just say that after Mr. A got my account set up, after those bitches were playing games and I went to a different branch, after he got my account set up, I was in Florida for like 6 months with that debit card and never had a problem because those bitches didn't even know that I had an open account. I come back from Florida, I made a $40 deposit to cover a gym membership, and then they closed my damn account. So then Monday, I do believe it was, I went over to talk to Mr. A, and he wasn't available, but there was another woman there. So she pulls me in the office, and I start explaining the situation. I said, ma'am, this is going to sound really crazy. I said, but the level of unprofessional that I've had to deal with Truist, I said, not in this branch. I said, it's a branch in Madison, North Carolina. I said, every single one of those women in there has been playing games with my account. And I calmly explained the situation. I even informed her that I had videos of some of these interactions of myself filmed in the branch. And she's like, this is crazy. What do you mean you almost waited 6 weeks for your first debit card after you set your account up? I said, I know. I said, that's why I had to come over here and deal with you guys. I said, and Mr. A got me my card in 3 days. I said, I went back to Florida for almost 9 months. Ain't thought nothing about it. I said, I walked into the Madison branch and then I've had all of these problems. So then she looks me up, right? She takes my driver's license. She looks me up. Y'all ain't... She looks up from the computer. I'm so embarrassed. She says, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. She says, you've been banned from the property. She's like, I can't have you here or I'm going to have to call the law. I said, do what? I said, for what? She says, hold on, let me see. Like, thank God for that lady being so kind, because she was telling me to get the fuck out. She said that I was banned from every Truist bank, and in the system, I'm completely banned. I can't even be on a property, homie. And I said, well, what was the reason? She said it was because I filmed myself. Let's talk about this for a minute. So the bank can film me, but I can't film myself to protect myself from them crazy bitches that I knew was crazy that played games like this, and look at them stalking me through town. This bitch just got off of work and come and found me, was watching my live to find me, rolls up on me, wanting me to damn comply. Bless your heart. I can't make my life up if I tried. I didn't tell y'all that because it's truly so unbelievable. There ain't even no reason to talk about it. I go through shit like this all the time nowadays, and I keep it to myself. That lady felt so bad. I said, do you have the number for corporate? And she gave me the number for corporate, and I called corporate, and you sat online for 20 minutes. They don't have... It ain't no reason. Ain't no damn reason. I'd be better off suing them bitches in civil court for playing games and stealing my money than I'd be complaining to Truist Bank. This is just the way that things are set up now. Unless you got money to do something about it, you ain't got no damn rights. I can't even prove that I had money in the account because they had me locked out of the account. I couldn't even take screenshots or nothing. I can't even prove that I had money in there. And there's nothing I can do about it. They know that. I'm poor. You don't have rights unless you have money. This is what I mean. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that someone can just shut your account down and steal the money in your account, and then you can't do anything about it. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then you want to roll up to save your feelings? Are you for real right now? Girl, take a look around. You do not know how to read the room. You and your coworkers have been completely complicit in fucking evil. The audacity to hunt me down off the internet and ask me to stop speaking your fucking name. How about you stop doing dirty shit while you're at work? You unethical hooker. This is what I be telling y'all when I say that the people that care about what people think more than actually being a decent person, they're extremely dangerous. They're the type of people to roll up and say, hey, I know my coworkers did you dirty, but I wasn't involved in that. And can you stop speaking my name? No, bitch, prove it. Because I did a bank deposit with you, so prove you weren't involved. You want me to stop speaking your name, and I need proof that I had money in that account. You didn't roll up with no paperwork. You didn't roll up with no damn security footage. You didn't roll up with any kind of explanation. No, you rolled up wanting me to be complicit in your fucking lies. Absolutely not. Hold the phone. Stay away from people that can't admit when they're wrong. Stay away from people that are complicit in damn evil, wanting you to lie to hide their damn dirt. Absolutely not. We do not negotiate with terrorists. How about them apples, fatty? You call me fat. What are you, in second fucking grade? You call me fat. I mean, it's unbelievable. That's what she said. That was the first thing out of her mouth. I'm going to sue you for slander because you call me fat. Girl, once again, read the room. You just hunted me down off the internet. And you're in my face feeling some type of way about your feelings. And the fact is y'all fucked me over. I try so hard to stay away from everybody because every time I get around people, this is how they behave. And they want me to lie to cover up their secrets. Usually it's the dirt they've done to me that they're trying to cover up. And so many times in my life, I've had to keep my mouth shut because of the situation or the circumstances or, you know, it's exhausting. These financial institutions are trash, y'all. All banks are crooked as hell. From First Citizens to Wells Fargo to Truist to... I mean, the only one that I ever hear good things about is the State Employees Credit Union. And hell, that's usually only if you're damn like state or like military or something. But like seriously, these financial institutions are out here breaking the law every day, and now these bankers are in a position where they can just kind of do all kinds of shady ass shit, and all systems are down. Nobody's really being watched, you know, in my opinion. You know, like when everybody started working from home, I feel like employers weren't as helicoptery as they used to be. And like, you know, all of these banks and institutions have been laying people off. They don't have the manpower to oversee and keep a watchful eye on their employees like they used to, in my opinion. And that causes a lot of problems. What I went through at Truist is not only extremely illegal and wrong and unethical, but I'm proud of myself for not snapping. I'm so proud of myself for literally bicycling away from this lady, because I really didn't even know what was going on until she started talking about the bank. And I'm like, wait a second, that's where I know you from. Because when she was waving me over to the car, I did not know at first who she was. And then when she pulled up beside me, she starts talking about the bank. And I'm like, wait a second, that's where I know her from. And she's trying to say, oh, I'm not in it. Girl, I wonder how Truist would feel about her getting off of work and then stalking me off the internet, and there's video of it, hunting me down to try to clear her name off the internet. How petty. First of all, how unprofessional. Absolutely not. This whole situation, y'all, can I not just damn move to a planet where people operate business rationally without petty behavior and like side quest? You know, I don't know, man. I'm so disappointed when I'm out here dealing with this. I'm just disappointed. I really thought that when I grew up that the world was going to be a different kind of place. I thought that adults were rational, honest, loyal, respectful. I thought that they operated differently than high schoolers. But as it turns out, a lot of people never grow up. And they go from high school to college into their career with the same behavior, the same self-hatred, the same passive aggressive, or if not aggressive behavior. I mean, we really have a society of struggling people. And it causes me to have damn mental health problems because it's so unbelievable. I mean, literally, what are the chances that the bitches from the bank would hunt me down off the internet and try to start some shit in the middle of the street? Tell me I'm crazy for thinking that's crazy. But people tell you I'm crazy. And that bitch has a career, probably got children. She looked like she got some children. You got a job at the bank, you got a car, you got children, and you're out here in the streets worried about what some homeless woman is doing or saying, rather than what type of person you're being. Because I think you're missing the point, girl. Nero. I think you need to be worried about how you're treating people in your career and how it's impacting their lives. People are wild. Imagine fucking somebody. I'm sorry. Imagine screwing somebody over and then coming and hunting them down off the internet and then asking them to shut up about them screwing you over. You know what I mean? People are wild. This is what I mean. This is not. I'm glad that this happened because I've had this happen. Has anybody else been extremely betrayed by somebody that was extremely close to you? Maybe your boyfriend cheated on you and then he wanted you to not tell the neighborhood or your family that he cheated. And it's like, wait a minute. I took your dumb ass back after you cheated and now you want me to shut up about it? Like, absolutely not. You're in the doghouse until damn Jesus comes back, sir. You know what I mean? You ever have somebody do you dirty and then don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody I stole from you to go back. Are you for real right now? Are you for real? Like, you did me dirty and you want me to shut up about the dirt you did to me? You ought to be apologizing to me. Like, it's crazy. People will do you so dirty and then get mad at you because you speak on it once or twice. And I speak on it depending on how much it impacted my life. Wrong is wrong. And I ain't never, ever use my position at work to play with somebody's life, their livelihood, their stability, their financial freedom. Hell, I had $130 in the damn account. Financial freedom, honey, that was enough for like my gym membership and damn 2 Panera salads, you know? Like, they knew I was poor, they knew I was homeless, they knew my page, and they felt some type of way about the fact that I could tell that they were petty. And look what they did. Do you know how unprofessional it is for somebody that works at a bank to come hunt somebody down off the internet? Honey, you came to me empty-handed. If you wanted me to shut up, you should have brought me some evidence. These scam artists trying to damn mansplain. Oh, so-and-so was on maternity leave. No. Tusk. I've dealt with all of y'all. Like, I don't remember. Like, there's a lot of things I don't remember. But I remember dealing with all y'all. And I distinctly remember doing a deposit with that woman. As soon as she said she worked at the bank, I was like, oh, damn. Like, girl, what are you doing out here? Do you know that, like, this is unethical as hell? You could probably get fired for hunting a customer that you had trespassed. Remember, I'm not allowed to be on the property, but I can get stalked by the bank workers? What is this? Welcome to 2025, the upside down, the Twilight Zone, the Matrix. Like, what the hell? So, You feared me enough to trespass me, even though I did nothing wrong. But then you hunt me the hell down, and unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's absolutely crazy how stupid people are. You know what I mean? Oh, look, we have some here. Lord have mercy. Give me a minute, y'all. I mean, it's really crazy. Sitting there playing games with somebody's damn account, money, and financial freedom. Like, this is not a game. It's not a game, you know? Y'all seen me lose everything over little things like this, you know? And it's been a compilation of little things that have seriously impacted me. I mean, my bank account. Some of y'all don't have any personality. Is that the best y'all got? So y'all can't hold a conversation, and then y'all be wondering why you're fucking single. You wonder why you're single. You can't even come here and be nice. Can't even come here and be nice, and then you wonder why you're single. It's sad. You'll probably be that way for forever. It's all right. It is all right. There's lots of videos on what I did and what I didn't do. People be coming here acting like I'm supposed to answer their questions. It's crazy. Doesn't look drunk to me. Thank you, Janet. I'm not. People are wild. Oh, you like drugs? Anybody talking about drugs will be blocked. We don't do drugs on this channel, and anybody that talks about them, we're just going to assume does them, and they're projecting. And so you'll get blocked. There's only 2 genders, sweetie. Yeah, absolutely crazy. How unprofessional for the lady from the bank to hunt me down. I mean, it's crazy. And like the fact that I got it on camera, I'm actually grateful for that, because that lady, so she rolls up. I'm sitting on the church steps. I just got off the phone with the Lord because I'm trying to change so hard. But I tell you, the Satan be out here, honey. He works so hard. I be running from Satan all day, okay? Catching it all on camera. So I'm literally sitting there eating a Subway sandwich, got Jesus on the phone. I finish my sandwich, and I go to get off the steps, and I notice this lady sitting in the parking lot that it's like a business parking lot. It's actually a different bank parking lot. It's the First Citizens Bank parking lot that I used to bank at, where I cussed them other ladies out because they stole money from my account too. Don't get me started. All of this, both banks, is recorded, by the way. This is why I started recording stuff. This is exactly why. Y'all steal my money and tell me something's missing that has no reason to be missing, and then I'm just supposed to accept it, and there's nobody to fix or reconcile the situation. This is getting out of control. This is why I started recording everything. So anyways, I see this truck and this lady, and she's like, and I'm like, girl, I don't know you. And there's a video of this, by the way. It might not be uploaded yet. And I said, I don't know you. You know, I'm over here like Big Sean. And she rolls out of the parking lot and rolls up to the curb and starts mansplaining about bank stuff. And I'm just like, girl, like, this is crazy. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. And she's like, I'm going to sue you if you don't stop saying my name. Girl, I ought to sue you for damn playing games with my bank account. The audacity to hunt me down off the internet and then make damn demands when you were completely complicit. You think for a moment that all them little girls that hang out like they're the Girl Scouts and they like little high schoolers, you think for a minute they didn't talk about what was done to my bank account when they closed it down and then laughed about it? Absolutely. They sat there like children and reveled in the fact that they had the authority to close my bank account and steal my damn money. And they were all damn in on it until further notice. You roll up and you want me to shut my mouth about Truist and their damn employees being crooked, but you don't roll up with no evidence. I don't know who closed the account. I just know that it was your bank, okay? And I know the last time I made a deposit, it was with you. Girl, bye. Wild. You see how I was just minding my business. I'm on my bike ride. We did 14 miles today. 14 and a half miles. Minding my business. Eating my sub on the Lord's front doorstep. And Satan rolls up in a Nissan. You know, I really think that this is a learning lesson for all of us. Be more concerned about the legacy you are leaving behind and be more concerned with the person that you actually are rather than how you look to society. This type of immature, petty, passive-aggressive behavior is becoming so commonplace because obesity is. I don't make the rules. I'm not saying that every person that's overweight behaves this way. I just know that middle-aged white women have a propensity to behave this way, okay? Because that was the first thing out of her mouth. I heard you call me fat. Girl, what are you? Once again, 7? You need to be more concerned with where my money went and why y'all were sitting there playing games with me when I was a new customer. I mean, it's unbelievable the way that people's brains work. I am homeless on the street because 2 other women from Planet Fitness called the law and lied on me, okay, and said that I committed a crime that I didn't, and it took me 9 months to get that case dismissed. And then here I am dealing with the same type of women at the bank. It's just like repeat. Every time I turn around, I never caused these problems. I never started this. No. I opened an account. I waited almost 6 weeks for a card. Had to close that account, go to a different bank, reopen the account at a different branch, and those girls didn't even know I had an account until I got back to North Carolina to relinquish the truck. I made a deposit with that lady, and then a week and a half later, 2 weeks later, I received a notice that they had closed the account and the money was missing. And then all of a sudden today, she comes rolling up on me. Crazy. I mean, I cannot make this, I could not. I can see the headline now. Homeless woman attacks banker. You know how they would write that? I'm the double felon, the triple felon actually. They gonna make it look like I did something wrong. I mean, I literally be out here dodging bullets. Y'all don't understand. Because 10 years ago, we would have really got into it. I would have still been so mad about that little $130. Like, I've gotten used to being screwed over at this point, and I know that people are trying to get a reaction because they're jealous. I mean, I don't get why you would be jealous of a homeless girl either, but I think it has a lot to do with my intrinsic value. I really do. So, anyways, it's just crazy. I mean, the level of unprofessional. Do y'all think that I should contact Truist Corporate? Because I have the card from where I went into the bank Monday and they kindly asked me to leave the property. Cannot make this stuff up. You think I should send this video to corporate to cover my end? And also, did I tell y'all that she rolls up, she's like, stop saying my name, you called me fat, I'm gonna sue you for slander. And I was like, girl, I got to go. You just doing too much out here. Like, I ain't trying to hear this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Thank you. You are too. SGM. Hope you're having a great Thursday. So, at this point, I'm getting angry because we starting to have words. And because I can tell she's lying. Because I was asking her questions. I don't even remember what I said. And she says something like, I don't remember. She's like, yeah, I know the account was closed and the money was taken. And as soon as she said that, I got angry. I got so angry. Because that means she was complicit, you know. And if you know what happened and you're an ethical employee, you should have reported that to your higher ups, that you knew that they were playing games with my account. Otherwise, you were complicit in it. That's why you didn't report it, because you were you were hazing me like I was a damn, what do they call that? A frat girl. You know what I mean? So we have rules on this channel. I understand that. Thank you, Wolves. I appreciate it. We don't do sexual harassment over here. Miss GT 500, thank you. I'm not your baby. You come over here calling me baby, you'll be missing. Like, maybe actually, if you ever run up on me in the streets, honey. Have your ass in a damn gator swamp. Yeah, absolutely crazy. How unethical for an employee of the bank on after hours to come and hunt me down off the internet. You know, and Lord forbid I did something, you know, and it got out of hand, and this is exactly how incidents happen, you know. This is exactly how incidents happen. And this is part of the reason I stay away from people, because people are not okay. And I told y'all from the beginning, when I opened that account, I said, these women are acting crazy and petty and childish. I said, and this is going to cause all kinds of problems if they're not screwed right. Does it seem like they're screwed right? Hunting me down during their after hours as I'm bicycling around town. How dangerous. Good thing I am semi screwed right. What do I tell y'all? I never start shit. Not once. Not once on this channel have I ever started anything. I always got the devil out here trying to start something. It's ridiculous. No wonder I'm damn angry all the time. I mean, I'm literally out here trying to get my dopamine levels up by working out. Oh, absolutely. Hey, our bro. Hello, sis broken. Yeah, I know. She rolls up. She's like, please stop saying my name on the internet. She's like, I know that they were playing games with your account and they shut it down and stole your money, but that had nothing to do with me. So you brought me some paperwork? Girl. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's always something. It literally gives me a migraine. I could literally just strap up with cameras, go sit in the grass, and I bet you within an hour some stuff would pop off. People just cannot leave me alone. It's been 2 years. It's been a little over, right at 2 years. Y'all have been with me the whole time. When have I ever started some shit? I know I'm a loudmouth. I know I get out of pocket. I know I be cussing people out, calling them names. So what? At least I'm not disloyal. At least I'm not disrespectful until people are disrespectful to me. Y'all see how polite I am, how accommodating I am, how I want to help people. So I'm just supposed to let people bully me? Absolutely not. We don't negotiate with terrorists. We tell people to suck our... You know what I mean? It's wild. How unprofessional. I wonder if they would fire her for her leaving the bank and coming to find me. I really do. Call the law. That's what I was thinking, Chris, because here's the thing. If this lady comes and tries this stuff again and something goes down and I don't have the camera going, they'll swear that I did something wrong because I'm the double felon. That's how it works. They won't even do an investigation. That's what happened with Planet Fitness and my daughter. They don't do a thorough investigation if you've already had prior charges, even if it was 20, 30 years ago. They just charge you, even though they might not even have evidence. It's just the way that it is. It's just the way that it is. It was Truist, because they got that $50. Thank you, Liv. I hope you're doing okay. I hope that's how you say that. I like your picture, by the way. God bless you, Cam. I need to stop cussing. Whenever y'all mention God, I'm like, gosh, I've been cussing. Makes me mad, though. I mean, it really upsets me that people just think that they can just pull up on me. And it was wild because I go to bicycle away and she starts calling 911. And I'm like, for a moment there, I'm like, what is going on? Like, how you gonna stalk me off the internet and then call the police on yourself? What are you gonna tell them? I really wish that I could hear that dispatch call. I would pay to hear that dispatch call. What an idiot. What an idiot. And I'm glad she called dispatch because there's a record of that now. So, the content just makes itself sometimes. I'm telling y'all, people are losing it out here. And it's turned me into a felon. And I'm not making excuses for my actions. But, I've grown up a lot since that incident. I got in a fist fight when I was 18 and I stabbed 2 girls. I made poor decisions. I made horrible mistakes. I'm grateful that they lived. I'm grateful that I got a second chance at life and being free. The person that I was then is a completely different person than I am now. And matter of fact, when these things pop off more often than not, y'all see me run. I start gathering stuff. I got to go. Like, I ain't got no hair clip in. Like, I got Apple Watch on. Like, I know what can happen. Like, I ain't no position to be fighting in the damn street like a fool. Those days are behind me. The only reason I talk about fighting or anything like that is because I want people to know that I'm going to defend myself if they come out here messing with me. I am on the streets. I'm a female by myself. I have no family. And I stay far away from people because every time I get around them, they act like that crazy lady from the bank. They're more concerned with how they look to society rather than actually being a decent person and treating me the way that they should have, in a professional manner. They were not professional in the slightest. They caused a lot of problems in my life, and then they sat there and laughed about it as a team. So, this whole situation is unnecessary, unprofessional, and I don't know if I'm going to call corporate or not. I probably should. When I told the lady in Kernersville about this situation before she kindly asked me to leave, she was clutching her pearls. She said, "Do what?" When I told her about setting up the account and waiting almost 6 weeks for a card and then having to close that account and come to Kernersville to open up the new account with Mr. A, she couldn't believe it. And then I said, "Oh, it gets worse." I said, "Yeah, well, I stopped in there 3 weeks ago and made a deposit." I said, "And then the week after that, my account was closed and I have no access to the account." And she's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, all of the money is missing." She's like, and then she starts looking on the computer and she looks at my ID and then she looks at the computer and she's like, "You were banned off the property. You're not even allowed to be on the premises. I'm supposed to call the law if you're here." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Girl, huh? How do I get robbed? Trespassed from the property? All of the locations. I can never have a Truist account." I said, "What did I do?" And she was like so willing to spill the tea. And she says, "Well, it looks like you were filming yourself." I said, "Girl, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy, What do you do? What do? Call corporate? I did that. Nobody even answered the phone. They had me on line for like 20 something minutes. They're hoping that you get exhausted from trying to get some kind of, what's the word, reconciliation. And they're hoping that you just give up. 100%. You know, it's absolutely crazy. Why don't people act like this in Florida? Why didn't they act this way in Florida? Why didn't I have these problems in Florida? South Carolina and Charleston, we've been all over the place. Past 2 years, we've been everywhere. Why have I never had these problems anywhere else? I'm not saying I'm not a problem because I got problems. I'm a big problem. It's me. Hi. But never have I ever been out here starting stuff like this. You know what I mean? I take my frustration out. I probably say shit I shouldn't say. I cuss too much. I hate the world, hate society. You know, I have my days. But never have I ever walked in anywhere and started some stuff. I'm usually just trying to make it through the day and keep it together, you know? It's just disturbing that so many people, I guess the world's changing and like, you know, it's crazy because you couldn't have got by with no mess like that back in the day. And now there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you know, stealing my money, closing my account, being petty, you know, it's crazy. Smoke a ball. Christy. Eat a chippy. Be happy. Thanks, Gareth. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Anthony. Chicago Bulls. Hello. No, I don't need a room, but thank you so much. I don't want to waste money on that, you know? I don't want to waste money on that. It just feels crazy. Y'all, I did some yoga this dang. I did some yoga this afternoon. Hello to Italy. Guess what? I had a frittata. Is that not where that's from, or is that from France? Hey, Siri. Siri. All this money for nothing. Girl can't even give me an answer, I tell you. Y'all, we ain't gonna let that lady ruin our mood. I just got the devil coming after me in every damn way possible. I ain't never lied. I mean, he just comes at every angle. Where's the frittata from? I thought it was France. That ain't Italy, though. Brooke. I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid sometimes. As soon as I said it, I was... Hold on. Frittata. Italy! It is Italy. It's not... Listen! At least I ain't as dumb as a truest worker out here on my time off hunting down some homeless woman to start an argument in the middle of the street. I might be dumb, but I ain't that dumb. A triple felon at that. Like, you are not smart at all. You have zero survival instincts. And I'm like strapped to the max too. Like, zero survival instincts. I'm just glad that Jesus changed me. A frittata originates from Italy. It's an egg-based dish similar to an omelet, but it's baked, and it's delicious. And you can put whatever you want in there. Frittata comes from the Italian word friggere? Friggere? That's my best guess. Going once, Alex. Did I speak it right? Where's the Italian person? Come back here. Frittata is Italian. Thank you, Maria. Somebody said hello from... Hey, Italy. Yep, that's it. I already forgot. I already forgot. Evan, Ivan. Um, I hear property is cheap in Italy. I hear a lot of Americans are moving to Italy to buy property because you can buy it as low as $1. Is that true? I need to know for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. Is that true? Anyone talking about drugs will be blocked because we don't do those over here. And if you do, you can't be here. Anyone focused on something they shouldn't, like whether or not I'm single, this is not, you should not be using YouTube to find a wife. You're looking for love in all the wrong places. And when she robs you, you're going to be on the evening news like, ooh. You deserve to get robbed. You're looking for a wife on YouTube. Be careful, Marley. The back is a little choppy. I don't think I did it right. You want to see it? The front always looks good. The back always looks crazy. It's like it's like my hair got caught in the ceiling fan, one of those box fans, and it like chopped it off at the ends. Is it bad? Oh, it might help if I get in the frame. I think I just need to like just cut it straight across. The problem is I don't want to lose all my length, honey. It ain't perfect, but it's me. It ain't perfect, but it's mine. I didn't have to buy it either. It's natural. Your hair's amazing. Thank you so much. Who said that? Jonathan. Thank you. That that thing an old mop. It really is though. It really is. You see the humidity getting to it? No, don't cut it. I know. I just trimmed it. We did this Bradamundo cut, a butterfly cut. It's what I've had for like 3 years. So, love Radiohead. It was a good band. Good band. Which one? Charlize Theron? I believe that. You know who I hear a lot? Heather Locklear and Vanna White. And then I saw a video of Vanna White on The Price is Right before she worked for before she worked for Wheel of Fortune. Y'all, I definitely see it, especially when my hair straight and Vanna White had this long hair. We had very similar hair colors. She's got like this brown that turns kind of blonde on the ends, natural ombre like me. I can definitely see it. And then she had these blue eyes and these white ass teeth, and like we got the same skin color. I've heard the whole time I was a dancer, I used to hear that I looked like Vanna White all the time. And like the Vanna White I grew up with was like damn 50. So I didn't see it until I saw an episode of The Price is Right, and Vanna White was actually a contestant, and she didn't actually win anything. But that was years or around the same time that she would have been hired for Wheel of Fortune, which she's still on Wheel of Fortune. Like the original guy, Pat Bot, I don't know who that was. That's Price is Right, Bob Barker. Who was on the Wheel of Fortune? Anyways, he passed away, and now it's Ryan Seacrest, and she's still on there. Ain't that crazy? What is going on? Yeah, so Vanna was really pretty. Vanna White in the 80s. I always thought she was pretty. I can definitely see it. Look at this picture. I should put on makeup and do my hair a little. Definitely see it. It's not identical, but I definitely see it. I think it's just we have similar features, a big smile. I think it's the nose. We got the same facial structure too. Her face is kind of like, you know, and then, yeah, anyways. I don't know, it's wild. I've heard that my whole dance career. People, like, the older guys would come in and be like, oh, you look like Vanna White. Or Heather Locklear. I heard that a lot when I was younger. They were both very pretty women. Still are. Vanna White's like, damn, 70 years old, 70 something. Damn, still pushing buttons on the Wheel of Fortune. She is, thank you. And is your cousin. She could have been, yeah, very pretty woman. She's had a good career too. So I saw her on The Price is Right, and then somehow she ended up on Wheel of Fortune. I think it's just that we have like the same color hair and skin. How did Vanna White end up on Wheel of Fortune? Oh, so she auditioned in 1982 with alongside 200 other girls. And she was actually cast with 2 other girls, and they were all going to share roles. I guess like alternate. But she was ultimately chosen because she turned the letters the best. And first of all, look how pretty she was. I mean, she's absolutely stunning. So pretty. And she was just a baby face, like... Hey, Loyalty, Loyalty! She is from South Carolina. Yep, small town girl, South Carolina. She's from Conway, South Carolina. I've been through there so many times. She was born in 1957, February 18th. She's been with the show since '82 and first appeared as a temporary co-host after original co-host Susan Stafford left. And her first episode aired December 13th, 1982. That was almost directly 5 years before I was born. That's crazy. Her dad left when she was a child. Her biological father, Miguel Angel, left the family during... Oh, so there was another guy named Herbert that kind of raised her in South Carolina. And during her closing chat on September 6th of 2004, Vanna wished a happy birthday to former South Carolina real estate agent Herbert White, whom she had treated as her father following Miguel's departure. So it sounds like Vanna took on his last name. I just got chill bumps. It's so sweet. So her father left the family and abandoned the family, and then this guy named Herbert stepped in, Herbert White, and it sounds like he adopted Vanna because her last name is White as well. On May 19th, 1980, that means she never married? She never married? God, she was gorgeous. Sad. Vanna appeared as a contestant. Okay, so this is when she was on The Price is Right, and you can see that on here on YouTube. It's so adorable. I feel sad she didn't get to win. She didn't even get to go up and play because none of her bids were good. On May 19th, 1980, Jesus Christ, these pop-ups, she appeared as a contestant during the taping of The Price is Right. While she was the 4th player called down and the first to bid that day, she never left the contestants' row. And an amusing coincidence, her episode was scheduled for air on June 20th of 1980, considered by some fans to have been a sad day on another network. She also appeared in the 1981 horror movie Graduation Day. So it sounds like she was probably in Los Angeles looking for gigs. So Vanna was selected among hundreds of hopefuls to do an on-air audition. And she's been on there since, man. She's made a damn whole career off of it. I wonder how much money she's made. What is Vanna White's net worth? $85 million. Shut the front door. Jesus, I would have expected like $8 million. But I mean, she has had a damn 30-year career. I don't even know how long. 1980, a 30-something year career. $85 million. That's wild. Did she ever marry? Did Vanna White ever marry? Pat Sajak. Thank you, Broken Angel. I hope you're doing well. I love your profile picture. Lord, y'all. It'd be so damn. My phone. Can y'all believe that bank situation? Hello, cats. Fair Fawcett. I love her too. She was great. My back hurts, y'all. Wild. Crazy day, right? I got about a half a mile to go, and then that'll be about 15 miles. So we did a good job today. I didn't do glutes like I wanted to because there was like some kids in the gym, but I did get to do some yoga. I forgot that I even know how to do yoga. I used to do yoga with my mom. Ain't it crazy how you don't do like over 20 years, and then you get down on the floor, you start looking in the mirror, you're like, wait a second, I know exactly what I'm doing. It was crazy. I had a good time. I just stretched a lot. Downward dog, stuff like that, planks, some push-ups. I tried those mountain climbers for the first time. That shit will get your heart rate up. You're in like a plank position, and then you bring your legs up and you start kicking. Holy cow, you could probably see in the video, I have horrible posture. That's the first time I ever tried to do it, and I captured it on camera. Part of the reason that I leave my bad posture in there is because 5 years from now, it won't look like that. But you'll see where I started, and you'll see how bad it was. I'm not really focused on form as long as I'm not hurting right now. I'm just trying to get my body moving, and I'm trying to learn new stuff, and I'm trying to push myself to try new things. You know, it's embarrassing to try new stuff, especially in a crowded ass gym. And I was really grateful to have the space that I had today so that I could kind of play around, you know. I spent most of the day stretching, which I probably needed to do. I was going to do glutes. It's probably not smart after doing 15 miles of biking. My quads and my butt hurts already. I can feel it. So we're going to have some fun this weekend. We might actually try to get outside the box a little bit. Thank you so much, Matt. Are you the one that sent me a gift earlier? If you were, thank you so much. I missed it, and then I couldn't find it. I need to run, Christopher. That's another thing. So I used to run down in Jacksonville, and when I started running and doing when I implemented that level of cardio, actually running, it changed the game, man. It changed the game. It's one thing to actually like weight lift. It's a whole other thing to like strength train, and then the cardio is a whole thing. Those are three separate things. When you compile those three things together, it's a game changer. Game changer. So that cardio, even if you're happy with what your weight is, think about adding some cardio. Like if you're, you know, oh God, we got company. Hopefully nobody crazy. Implement some cardio. If you've kind of hit a plateau in your regimen and you feel like you're not seeing the gains that you want to see, I'm telling you, add, you know, 3 days a week of damn 3 miles of cardio. Game changer. Game changer. Yeah, I need to run. I haven't ran in forever. I don't have any damn shoes. Y'all know I posted a clip the other day, and I'm embarrassed. I was deadlifting, which I don't think I was doing it the right way, but 5 years from now I will be. Okay, first of all, my foot was over here, and the bottom of the shoe was over here, and you can see in my short that like my shoe is ripping apart. It looks horrible. So tacky. So tacky. There was no shoes at Walmart today. I mean, Goodwill today. I wanted some like little Nikes or something. They didn't have none. Oh. Why is still bringing up bullshit? Not even true. I've never harmed a kid. Some of y'all just project. Oh, it's just a parent dropping off some teenagers. You can blame it all on me. I know, exactly. Exactly, TC. Exactly. It's hard to do that sometimes. I think that society stays hung up on it more than the person that has to deal with it, you know? It's crazy to me. It really is. It's like it was 20 years ago. How long am I going to have to deal with, like, hear about it? Like, I'm past that, have been past that. The only reason that I bring it up is so that people know the truth. What am I supposed to, like, not talk about it? Then I'm hiding it. It's like nothing you ever do is good enough, you know? Addressing it, talking about it, trying to grow from it, you know? It's not good enough. They're always going to have something negative to say. Society will try to pull you back down into that spot that you were in. They'll try to hold you down there. You got to really fight to get out of that box. It's not easy. I'm still fighting. Today, we did a good job. I feel like I had it together a little bit more today, probably because I've had 2 days off, and I was in so much pain the past 2 days. I mean, I literally sometimes I'm just like, I'm in shock at how painful it all is sometimes. Just like going through the motions of PMDD, the PMS and stuff, it just really takes a toll. It really does. I don't know how I would walk into a job feeling like that. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. There's no way. Yeah, I felt like crap. I feel better now. No, I block people coming over here starting drama, Jeff. Hey, Robin. Hey, Derek. I hope you're doing well. Can y'all believe we did almost 15 miles? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I cannot believe that lady hunted me down from the bank. What do y'all think I should do? Do you think that I should calling the bank there ain't gonna do nothing. The bank manager is in on it. So calling that bank is not gonna solve a problem. That would just probably create more problems. What do you think I should do? You think I should call that corporate number and just sit on there for 3 hours until I get corporate on the phone? And then what am I going to tell them? What do I say? Oh, this crazy lady from the bank hunted me down. What do I say? Like, I don't know what to do. Let it go. I know that's right, Christopher. Sit with it. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. People are insane. The audacity, you know. It's crazy. So it looks like there's a bunch of people showing up here. We're going to bicycle away because I don't want to be around a bunch of children. Let me throw this away. Where's my headphones? I know I dropped one on the ground. Here's one. Where'd it go? Y'all, my legs are so sore. I can't find it. There it is. Damn it. Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. Sometimes I just can't believe it. I'm just like, is this the light? If I did that to them, I would be in jail. Imagine if I would have rolled up to one of their houses and been like, hey, let's talk about that. Could you imagine? I'd be in jail right now. know what I mean? Life is crazy. It makes me crazy, yo. I swear. I swear to God, it's stuff like that that has brought me out of pocket and made me insane before y'all. And thank you to my followers that have been here for me and kept me sane despite how mean I get, thinking that everybody's one person. It's easy to generalize on here because sometimes I don't know which one of y'all's are my true followers and which one is of y'all's are my fake followers, my haters. And I get, you know, sometimes everything just runs together. You know what I mean? What a wild ass day. I'm gonna have to go, y'all. They got a whole soccer team pulling up here. So I'm gonna damn get my ass up the road because I don't want to bother them. They look like they about to have some sports. So I'm gonna go for the night. But we will talk tomorrow. And thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you, Kat and Loyalty, Robin, Christopher. Thank y'all so much. What a crazy day. It's always something. I hope that y'all have a good night and be safe out there and pray for me because God knows I need it and I'm praying for you guys. And we shall reconvene tomorrow. It's Friday. I actually had a lot of content to talk about today, but it just didn't happen. I was cycling. So maybe we'll try to sit down somewhere a little bit this weekend or tomorrow and enjoy our time together a little bit better. Love you guys. Pray for me. God knows I need it, and I'm praying for y'all. And y'all be safe tonight. And yeah, steer clear of Satan because he's everywhere. Love you guys. Bye.